Believe it or not, this is what our farm shop looked like 5 years ago when we first bought it from a retired farmer. He moved all of his stuff out and left us with a very dirty blank slate. We completely gutted it, cleaned it all out, and we're left with this. Now, a countless number of projects and 5 whole years later of working in this space, I think it's time to make some changes. Everything that is in this building right now, we brought in, and it is time to declutter and refresh. We're going to be using some budget-friendly options for some reorganization. With all those projects that we've done in the last 5 years, we've figured out how we actually want to use the space. We've got a great building. It's time to just make a few small changes to make working here even better. All right, to get you up to speed, here's what we're working with. This is a heated shop. It is 60 by 80. It has 2 main garage doors that we use to pull equipment in and 2 main walking doors. There is a bathroom. Gage has a break/lunch room. There is a loft. There is an awning that is 20 by 80, and there is also a secret compartment that is 12 by 80. This is our most used shop area, the tool bench, and where we do most of our projects. This is our car lift right next to the tool bench for easy access. Here's our current metalworking station. This is where we wash everything because there is a handy floor drain. Here is our break room, loft, and what's supposed to be my toolbox. Here's our refrigerator, bathroom, cleaning closet, lev rack, and of course jet ski storage. Here's our secret compartment. This is usually off limits for Pepper, so when the door opens up, she gets pretty excited. The secret compartment is trailer storage and where we put anything we don't really want to look at. It's kind of a catch-all. This shop is well equipped with electrical and air lines throughout. Our air compressor is in the secret compartment. This corner is home to the battery bandit and the forklift where Pepper takes most of her naps. It's also Yankum rope storage and where we shove the pressure washer. It's been a couple years since the forklift has been started. It's kind of just been shoved in this corner, but I think that's going to change today. The shop also has 2 radiant heaters and an overhead crane. It is the ideal working setup. It is big enough that we can fit 2 semi-trucks and trailers in here, or 2 tractors with at least 40-foot implements, unfold them, and work on them. We have been working in this shop for 5 years now, spent a lot of time in here. We finally know how we want things to work. So come with us today for a little shop renovation. This wooden workbench was one of the few things that was left behind when we moved in. So we've inherited this. Since we've been on a budget, we really haven't touched it. We have been on the hunt for a budget-friendly solution, so only looking on Craigslist, auction sites, Facebook Marketplace, for something to replace this wooden tool bench in a bit more of a compact way. We found a toolbox that fit the bill perfectly on Facebook Marketplace and went and picked it up. It is time to remove everything from this bench, move it, it is very, very heavy, and then sweep under it and replace all of this stuff in a more organized, labeled fashion so we can actually find stuff that we have on here. Oh my goodness. That is disgusting. This bench hasn't been moved in 5 years. Look at all those flies. Hey, nice. Oh, I love the way that looks. You want to go over this? Oh, I kind of like it. Did the trash get put? Oh, it's perfect. Trash can out of sight. I love it.
Boom.
This south wall has been completely redone. We have a nice little hideaway for our trash can. Each of these drawers is being slowly stocked, and once we've decided what places we want everything to stay in, we're going to be labeling the outside of the drawers. We have an aerial rounded up here for easy access, foot retractable for easy cleanup, a prominent display place for my trophy from the off-road games that I'm super proud of. Our black toolbox is moved over here, mounted Milwaukee pack-out stuff to the top. We have something special planned for this wall. but that is coming soon. We have gone through everything on this table as well as added wheels. So this table is now movable, which is super handy. All you have to do is lift up on these handles. We spent a lot of time working on this side of the shop, but it's time to direct our attention over here. The forklift you see behind me, we purchased several years ago, used it for a bit, parked it, and it hasn't moved since. It's been years since it has been started or lifted anything. We are going to completely take everything out of this corner. This is going to be the site of our brand new metalworking station. We're going to relocate the welder over here, and the forklift is getting moved. The forklift has quickly become a catch-all, a great place for people to set things and for Pepper to sit. So there is no battery in it, naturally.
Luckily, my stash is close. Okay. Check the oil. The whole dipstick comes
Oh
up.
my goodness.
She's a little low. She's at the add oil mark.
Top it off?
Yeah. This forklift has some sort of flathead inline 6-cylinder engine. I think it's some sort of Chrysler motor, but it's a Yale. I have no idea what year it is, but it's bigger than your normal forklift. I think it's like 8,000 pounds.
And it's very, very orange. What do we think? Is it gonna start?
Propane.
Is there propane in the tank?
Appears to be a little bit.
And this.
It's been so long. Oh, we got clicks. All right.
Hey.
That's not good.
That's not like firing.
The starter's not engaged. There we go. Oh,
No way.
Too easy.
Unbelievable.
Now we're 2 for 2 on easy startups. That old Ford truck.
Are you giving it gas?
Started
Now
up
this?
just as easy. Maybe we'll just keep the battery in this thing. Keep it around.
Grant keeping a battery in something, that'll be the day. I can't wait to actually see what this corner looks like. It's been so long. All right, here we go. Yeah,
There we go.
pretty smooth. Forklift is officially ready for whatever needs to be picked up. Probably the next thing will be a bunch of seed boxes.
Yeah.
That can't be good. It's only been running for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm guessing coolant? What do we think? Bit of overflow? Let's hope Grant doesn't run the forklift into the wall. Oh, that's pretty good.
Is that pretty close?
I think that's just about right. Everything needs to be moved out of the way, And our pressure washer has been giving us some problems for quite some time. It is in dire need of new wheels. So that's going to happen today, finally. This is just pitiful. In our sorting of everything else, we also found this reel, so we can finally route the hose the way it's intended to. Out with the old and in with the new. Way better. One finger it can move now. That's what I'm talking about. Much better. Now this whole corner can get a facelift. There's a lot of great stuff on this wall, but I think having the forklift out of the way will make it much more accessible. A large part of this whole shop refresh is centered around this one project. We do a lot of metalworking here in the shop, or at least we've been trying to. I've been improving my skills. Gage has been learning about welding for the last several years. But we've been doing all of our projects either on the ground or on these two jacks. And frankly, it's just not really working out that well. So we are going to finally build ourselves a metalworking table. And we're building it upside down right now. This is what we're working with, and this is going to be its area. It's also going to be set up with the welder and the plasma cutter. Hopefully we'll have a good arsenal, so the next time a metalworking project comes up, we will be prepared. All four of these posts are going to get welded down, and then this bottom piece is going to be the very top of our table. Then we will cut this piece of metal to size so it fits perfectly with all of these legs, creating a shelf. Then we will weld the rest of our square tubing to the top, and then we'll turn it up, and that will be our table. This backside will go along the wall. We'll have a little bit of an overhang out front. We looked into buying a pre-made fabrication table, but it turns out just buying the pieces of metal to build our own was actually significantly cheaper. This is going to be welded to make a base for our bench grinder to sit on. Nice.
It was a pain trying to line these holes up.
Check it out, Grant. Yeah?
Rim's a little bent.
We got a bit of a wobble. Not too shabby. Needs a coat of paint and to be anchored down, but table is welded up and it's time for a coat of paint. We have a bottom shelf for iron storage, then a middle shelf, and our top surface for working, and then some cross beams for stability. I'm curious what you guys think of our construction and how you guys would have done this differently. Originally, we purchased enough metal that we could make a backsplash for our table, but I'm curious, do we think this is necessary? I think for right now, we're just going to leave it without, but should we add one? What do you guys think? While the paint stuff is out, our grinder stand is also going to get a coat. Metalworking wall is getting washed so we can finally set up everything we've been working so hard on. The shop has not looked like this since we moved in. It's so clean and empty. It feels weird, but we still have some things to go. Our metalworking station has been completed and is already being put to use. We have the drill press, then the bench grinder, our metal table, our welder, and our jack stands.
We got our chop saw here for our metalworking station. We're gonna build a rack that hangs off the edge of the table so we can just slide pieces right across. So I built this rack here that we're gonna weld onto the side here and then run some, I don't know what you call them, bracings across. So that's the project currently.
Fits right inside. This will hang off and then be flush with the table so that we can slide pieces of metal across and easily cut them. Our metalworking station is up and fully operational. This is the exact moment our forklift has been waiting for. Its first official job in the new refreshed shop. This blank wall is not going to be blank for much longer. Ooh, fragile. Must be Italian. What is it, Pepper? New toy for you to play with. What do you think? Do you approve? Chief Inspector Kitty, doing her job. Good job, Pepper. All right, now we gotta get these things opened up. It's like Christmas all over again. You need to open a big wrapped package. All of these boxes are going to be opened and put in the bins.
Yeah, this is all the fasteners. There's some stands on here. We have some shirts, and there's all kinds of goodies on this pallet. So
Andy the bolt guy getting us set up and ready. We're going to take this space from just a clean blank wall, really upgrading our bin setup here.
there's over 31,000 fasteners in these boxes here, so there's a lot of work to do here.
Gage, you ready?
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, so everything is up, but nothing is actually in yet. Just know this is the emptiest you will ever see this setup, because underneath every single bin, there's a handy dandy little QR code. So as soon as we're running low on anything, all you have to do is take your camera, scan the QR code, and it takes you immediately to the website where you can restock that exact thing. No more guessing. But it will never look like this again. It is time to fill it all up. Not only are we fully stocked with all of our fasteners, but check out this electrical kit. It's not perfect, that's everything we could ever need. This is our current bolt bin situation that we're working with. Extremely functional, it's been around for a long time. It is literally old jugs that have been cut, and they use little handle, pull them out, it's a perfect little bin, but it is not that organized, and honestly it's missing a lot of stuff, so I think we can do a lot better than this. Starting with box A, all come in neat little baggies, ready to put in. Let's see.
You're doing a really good job, Laura.
14.
here.
Oh, thank you.
She knows what she's doing.
that-
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Getting to know your bolts
I'm trying
and
my
nuts.
best. Yeah, this is good, like mind exercise for me. I feel like the more time I spend around this, I'm really gonna memorize all my fractions. This is gonna be good for me. And just a few minutes later, and 5 sets of hands, we have every bin filled. Okay, so we actually have everything all set up. Just give me a quick run through. This is a little bit overwhelming. This is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
It's literally taller than I am. What am I working with here?
31,000 piece Mac Daddy XL Farm Edition. We actually have this in 3 different editions. But this one here was custom tailored for the farming industry. This is gonna have 1/4 through 3/4 inch bolts, both coarse and fine, grade 8. And then we're also gonna have the flange bolts, which we absolutely love. So just like that, the flange bolts, they have that washer attached there. That's gonna save you install time, so you don't need
Super
nuts and
easy.
washers and all that goodness. But then you're also gonna have flag bolts, which is really cool.
More of our wood
Yep.
type stuff there.
For wood. And then we're also gonna have the carriage bolts. We all know tractors are primarily metric now, at least the new ones.
We kind of moved over.
We kind of moved over. So we do also have the 10.9 metric hex cap screws. And down here, you'll see there's slots with 2 QR codes. So slots with 2 QR codes. These are gonna have 2 different types of nuts. These have your finished hex nuts and then your lock nuts.
Gotcha.
And then it's also the same thing with the washers.
But everything is super clearly labeled and organized into groups. So as long as I can memorize where everything is at, I will be quick draw on anything we could ever need. So Andy has just run me through everything that he is an expert at. He truly knows the most about bolts and nuts, but what he does not know is tractors. And that happens to be something that I'm pretty informed in. So today we are going to let Andy drive a tractor for the very, very first time, which is
That's
something
awesome.
I love to do. Being able to show the farming lifestyle with people who may not have access to it is basically our whole goal at Aurora Farm. So Andy is going to drive a tractor today, whether he's ready or not.
I'm not sure yet. We're gonna find out.
We are going to do something that does not happen very often, which is someone who's never driven a tractor before ever. I get to teach them how to do it, and you guys are all going to come along with me. We've already checked the oil, checked all the fluid, checked the air filter. We are good to go, ready to start the tractor. What you're gonna do is turn the key on just like you would a pickup or any other vehicle like that. Just turn it forward 1 click, wait till you hear kind of the computers, everything start up. There we go.
Wow.
You just start your first tractor.
Look at that.
You're good to go. You're good to go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this little joystick right here, and you're just going to push it forward.
Towards F1.
Yep, towards F1.
Wow.
Right? Okay, so here we go. So like
Okay.
I said, you're throttled all the way down. Your chair's gonna start airing up just a bit here.
Okay.
Air ride seat, everything is
Wow.
very cushy, very comfortable here. So if you'd like to go faster,
Juice
you
her
can
up.
either, just push the throttle up, just like that, and you can hear the engine start to turn a little faster. But our F1 control is only set to 5.5 miles an hour.
Okay.
So if you are all the way forward with the throttle and all the way forward in F1, you're only going to be going 5.5 miles
Got
an hour.
it. Okay.
You can kind of feel the power going up the hill. This is so fun. I never get to teach people how to drive tractors. This is awesome.
This is way different
This
than
is really expanding my knowledge here. Making sure I know what's going on. Oh, here we go. We got Logan getting a shot out here. Yeah, we can hear him.
Here's Logan. This is awesome.
It is really nice with all the newer technology we have, you know, GPS, all of the amenities of the heating and the cooling and the music, but you definitely still have to drive a tractor.
Yeah, right,
So when
right.
there's a bunch of discussion about tractors that can drive themselves, but after being in a tractor and driving it yourself, I think you can really see that farmers are going to be needed for a lot longer.
I can see that.
For a lot longer still. And you can pull in wherever you want. Right here.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna bring her back down to neutral.
Exactly. And
Park.
then throw her into park, throttle all the way down, and you did it.
Key
You drove
off.
Key off, and you drove a tractor. Woo, we got it. A
What'd
rookie tractor driver. We
That
did
was
it.
fun. Thank you so much.
Had a lot of fun?
Yo, that was a blast.
You did a great job. It was awesome.
I'm ready for the fields. Are you guys ready to hire me?
It's time for planting season now. We had a lot of fun out in the field, but it's time to get back in the shop as there's still a lot to do. We have completed the cleaning on the east side, and it's time to move over to the west side. Been a long time since that's been moved. What kind of goodies do we have under here? D-ring? How'd that get under there? This wall could definitely do for a good washing. This tool bench has great amount of storage, but it is not very well organized and has kind of become a catch-all. So it's time to go through all of these drawers. We are taking this cleaning very seriously. That is soap that's been crusted on the floor for who knows how long.
I don't even know what that is.
Remember the before on this top drawer? Things are looking much better. Added a few labels and we'll just continue to add on. All of our gloves have matches now, which is amazing. In this corner, we got a permanent power washing solution set up. It mounts right to the wall, and it has a power washing reel along with just a regular hose reel, and it's all connected to water. I don't know how two people end up with so many coats, but all I do know is Laura Farms coats are a favorite. You can check these out at laurafarms.com. That's where the coats belong. So all of this debris swept up for the finishing touches. It's time to get our shop robot vacuum out of retirement. The old Makita Robo Pro is going to be put to work to really finish off this shop cleanup. Get these floors back to shiny new condition. Off it goes. What do you think, Pepper? Having a place for everything and then everything in its place, you just can't beat that feeling. The shop is definitely not going to stay this clean for long, especially because we have a whole slew of projects ready to come in. But it's been so satisfying to take it from when we first bought the shop and truly deep cleaned it to then now almost 5 whole years of living here, using this shop every single day for farm projects and a few fun projects too, to now totally cleaning it again, reorganizing it, and doing some much needed upgrades. We are so grateful to boltsandnuts.com, Andy and Logan for coming out and helping us install this. We cannot wait to make good use of this setup. Gone are the brown paper bag days. Welcome to the future. Gage did a great job. Even our walls are clean. Like anything, once we start working on stuff in our new improved shop setup, I'm sure there are things that we will change and move around, but for now, this is exactly the way we want it, especially going into planting season. There's just bound to be breakdowns, and before we can even get out in the field, we need everything to come in the shop for a complete run-through. Thank you so much for coming along on our shop cleaning and organizing journey. If there's something that you think we are missing or something that you have in your shop that you really love, I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one where we actually put this shop to good use. Bye.